Okay, so just about to leave 8 Mile flat. 6:30 in the morning, that was our plan. Looks like a cracker day. Big group of outdoor ed sort 4 trainers here right now. Bag ready to go. Heading up, which is high track. Greg's ready to go. There's a machine. I've got me a cup of tea. I'm just going to head up the track now and get straight into it. It's all good. This is just only probably 10 minutes up the track, just looking back. There's the one far side, the chalets of Buller there. Not sure what this knobby knoll thing is in front of us, but we're doing okay so far. Didn't video a few minutes ago because I was sucking air like a dirty train. But this will certainly test you out. Beautiful. So we just stopped for a second and Greg's just informed me. I didn't have my eyes up obviously. There's some fresh rub mugs from a stag. Anyone who's watching this that knows me knows I do not do deer. I call them moose to make them sound bigger. I don't like them, do I, Greg?
Definitely not.
Just hit a bit of a, I'm going to call it a false flat. Done about 462 metres elevation, hour and 20, so I think we're doing okay. It's only about 2 k's up, but the elevation 460. Just hit a bit of a flat, which is nice. I think we're at about 1,000 metres on the side of the ridge. So, or spur, whatever we're going to call it. I find it quite amusing at the moment. In a previous video we were doing 4 Mile spur. There's lots of trees down, but also lots of smaller rubbish like this, and along 4 Mile spur I was bending down, flicking branches off the track, flicking rocks to the side. It's quite amusing today. I am stepping over them and be stuffed if I'm going to pick them up. I think maybe the fact that I was carrying on the 4 Mile spur 8.8 kilo pack, 1.5, 2 litres of water. Now I'm carrying, I think it's about 16 kilo pack. So probably a bit over the odds, need to work on that. But I'm not bending over, picking up branches and rocks with a pack like this. So, interesting. Alrighty, so about 1,220 metres, still up 8 Mile. Greg's in behind here, and just above my head we've got Mount Buller behind us, and we're thinking maybe Mount Sterling behind my head about there now with snow on it. Just see the snow on the top there. So, still cracking up, 12:20, ready to bear left towards Refuge Gap. How's that for the legs, mate?
A bit tiring.
Not a bad scenery behind you though.
Certainly worth it.
Certainly worth it. That is sensational. Okay, so we just popped up just over 1,400 metres. On the right hand side, the bluff has popped into view, which is awesome. But I may have just shed a tear because we've got to get up there. So up the top here, Buller to the left, around to the right. But like Greg just said, it's just previous to 10, 3 minutes to 10. We've got the rest of the day to get to Refuge Gap along, up Bluff along, and into Bluff Hut. beautiful little spot. Straight into Refuge Gap. Greg's a bit in front of me because I'm slow down the hills. And he said vehicle. So we're not stopping here, we're not using the vehicle. Well, we will stop here. I'll show you in a second. Got a very wet tent from ice last night. But this is where we've left our vehicle. So then tonight we're obviously hitting BLUFF hut up the top, hopefully in LOVICKS, and then back down probably via the road to our vehicle. So that was beautiful. So we're going to quickly spread out some tents, some gear, and my sleeping bag's soaked because of the moisture. We'll stop and have potentially an early lunch. 10:30 is it, Greg?
Yeah,
10:35, so 4 hours on the dot. And we're at Refuge Gap. Alrighty, so Greg and I have just knocked out a little bit of early lunch. It's about 20 past 11. Just had to spread everything out. So we were 4 hours up 8 Mile track, and I still had ice all over the fly, ice all inside my tent. Greg had a bit as well. We've just done the spread, dried out, hitting some lunch. Then we're going to head straight up the road. I'm going to guess about 1 kilometre and duck off to BLUFF walking track. Just fueling up now, we'll repack again. Alrighty, so we're done with lunch at Refuge Gap. We're now heading up to BLUFF walking track. Everything's dry now, so tent's dry, mat's dry, sleeping bag's dry. So there's the Refuge Gap sign there. Head up the road for a little bit. Okay, so I'm not sure how far that was. We guessed about 1 kilometre, but we just come up to the BLUFF walking track. We have no intention of trying to break any records. This says BLUFF Summit, 1.5 Ks, 1.5 hours. So there we go, patch are a little lighter. Had lunch and I had the fortune of dropping a couple of things out the car since our car was there for the return trip, so I ditched a couple of things that I shouldn't have carried. So, ready to roll up. The lungs are awake again and we've got a belly full of food. So about 1,380 metres. Hard to show how steep it is. Slow and steady wins the race. Alright, so we're about 15:20. Remembering we're end of September, we've got a little bit of water dripping down here. We're at 1,520 metres. Just got a glimpse up there, tiny glimpse, of where we're headed, which is pretty awesome. So, it's fairly hard going here, and the really nasty bit is still coming. We are very close to the top.
Tripped up on a tree root, eh?
Greg's taken the harder way. I took the easy way. I went around the tree.
There we go.
Good work, mate. So there's Buller in our background again, still. And look what we got here. Boom shakalaka. Got some water running just here. So I don't know, we're probably 1650 now, I think. She's a big guess. I'm not checking the map. So we just diverted off the track from a few minutes ago. Some beautiful snow melt water, so I've got no dramas. Filling my bottle up from that. Sensational. Okay, so there's Greg. We're almost there. This is sensational. So just spin around again. There's Buller. And I'm pretty sure right there in the middle of the screen in the foreground, pretty sure it's 8 Mile. Come up and over the top, down that baldy part, down the bottom, and now we're up. Okay, those who show, we did make it up the top, which is fantastic. So we're just up on the, almost at the top of the bluff now. We're just sort of to the side, tiny bit. A couple of nice patches of snow. We're just heading up to these rocks. Going to drop our bags in amongst the rocks and head out to a little point out there for no particular reason. It's a lovely smattering of snow. I get a bit excited when I see snow. Oh, you are a dirty slipper. Oh. It's almost up to my knee. Just ducked out to, got up to the bluff. Whoops, I slipped in. Up to the bluff. And headed out to get a cache right at the edge of the bluff where nobody goes. Look at the edge here. Got to make Greg waiting for me at the top. Look at this. So this is actually what we climbed. Basically up around that corner there. We zigzagged up there. So 2 days ago I was almost where the snow was. Okay, so after a little bit of a deviation by me, we went up to the bluff where the rock can is. So now we're just heading to Bluff Hut. Have a look at the snow that's still here. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely the melt's on. But now we're heading to Bluff Hut. And now I'm in full view Mount Eadley Stony, I think it is. It's been named after a cattleman who shared the lease for the bluff in the 1940s. So, looks cracking. I'm no skier, but I'm tipping some nut jobs go up there and ski down. Really sharp cliffs off the edge. Very, very cool. Still on our way to Bluff Hut. For a bloke who's never done snow, certainly getting my fair share of it today. These were some walkers that we saw on the dirt road yesterday. They said just follow our footsteps and you'll be right. Also checked our maps and we're about right. So just heading up to the top there and then we'll be over Mount Steedy, Eadley, whatever it was. So we're getting there. Alrighty, so just creeping around the corner, there is Bluff Hut there. So you come straight down into it. Have been here once before just to visit via car. It was nice at the time. So the sun's certainly starting to go the wrong way for us. I think we're actually going to camp a couple of kilometres past Bluff Hut tonight. But we'll go and check out Bluff Hut now. So here's Bluff Hut here. Nice little corralling yard. It's a stunning spot. Here's the hut. I'll just go back a little bit. There it is there. Greg's inside. Hopefully he's lit the fire for me. Because my toes are cold. There he is, the man. Let us down.
Welcome. Have a seat.
Smells incredible. Smells like fire.
I've chased all the rats out.
We'll definitely sign the logbook and have a bit of one of that. This is Bluff Hut. So if you're here and it's a bit feral, come in, light the fire, get warm, and then set your tent up outside. There it is. So we just left Bluff Hut. Greg's got a nice little camping spot a bit further up the road towards LOVICKS hut, where you'd like to stay. So we're going to stay there. Just collected some water. Some idiot had left the tap open on Bluff Hut tank, so there's no water in the tank, but we got some from the stream. So now we're just heading to set up camp. Alrighty, so we've got our little spot here. Greg's picked a magnificent spot. We've got Mount Sterling directly behind his head there, and we've got Mount Buller in behind there. Alrighty, we're set up here for the night. Tents are set up. She's pretty fresh, so Greg and I set them up pretty fast. Look at that. Tomorrow morning, off to Lovick's hut. Look at that. I've definitely got up the slowest for the last 5 days this morning. There's Mount Buller, the sun's just coming up. Probably on a little bit of go slow. Hoping to head to Lovick's hut today. Tents are iced up again, so I'm actually going to leave the tents set up now. Head out to Lovick's and back past here, pack up. Just left a little camp spot, 6:35. I got gloves on, I think for the first time I've ever hiked with gloves on. And the snow on the side. Heading for Lovick's hut today. And then back out that tent. I've just left for about 1,600 metres, so you particularly want to come down to Lovick's hut. So just to the right here, just as I'm on my way down to Lovick's, you just sort of do a nice big U-bend. There's a little pond dammy thing there. Just heading down to Lovick's hut. Greg's done well, but doesn't want to ping his knee, so just heading down to Lovick's on my own. And might even boil a billy while I'm down there. I've just come down to a little junction here. Don't see that on my map, but Can Creek Track to the right. We're going to keep pinging to the left because I can see in the distance gate post and the gate there, so not far away from Lovick's hut now. Around the front here. Couldn't have asked for better weather. There she is. Lovick's hut. Just do a quick sneak in through Lovick's. These look fairly new or really well maintained, the seats. Beautiful big seats. Nice big bar top. Unfortunately there's no cider. Got the logbook there. Lovick's. Someone has taken some time here. Alrighty, had a nice little cup of tea there. Just heading back up now, so Lovick's is in the background. And now do the trek back to 1 kilometre before Bluff Hut, which is where we'd camped. Hopefully our tents and my sleeping bag is dry. It was really wet on top from condensation. No water at Lovick's, no water tank anyway. But I'll find a nice stream here. The snow melts pretty good. Head back, pack up, past Bluff Hut, through the gate because the gate's closed at the moment, and back to our car. I think there's about 10 kilometres to go. And then that'll be the end of this trip. So might do a couple of tiny detours on the way back, but won't be a lot. So it's almost it for the adventure. We just had a quick detour. This is Mount Lovick here. Greg's brought me across the other side. There's the views out there, but then once I scan down, look at this. There's some skiers that have gone down this. Absolute nut jobs. It's pretty steep for me. Just full of snow. Just rolling back into last night's campsite. So we're back from Lovick's hut. Tents will all be nice and dry. It'll be much nicer putting them into our pack versus icy wet tents. And the view hasn't gone anywhere. Just going to sit down and have a cup of tea now. And unfortunately, make the trek back to Refrigerator Gap via Bluff Hut to finish the trip. Site now, so we'll be coming down to Bluff Hut in a second. So I think it was about 13.5 kilometres this morning from a little campsite just above Bluff Hut to Lovick Hut and back. I reckon 70, maybe 70% snow there and back. Given the time of the year, that's pretty cool. It's an extended snow season this year. So down past Bluff Hut now, and a boring walk on the road down to Refrig Gap. Look at these little slackers just rolling up. It's lunchtime. They're only just warming the legs up. What is going on? Well, still going down possibly the most boring road you've ever walked down, especially after doing what Greg and I've done. Just thought I'd sneak across to the right here because that might be the last glimpse of snow we get before we get to Refridge Gap where the car is. There we go, Buller Summit. I think for the last time. Not far to go. Alrighty, well I think that's the end of the walk. So today, 22-ish kilometres, going to confirm a few numbers. But between today and yesterday, I know 40 something Ks. Greg's coming up behind there. He's actually spent a lot of time leading. I'm usually dragging behind, but I seem to video when he's behind. It's just into Refridge Gap now. Feeling a bit worse for wear, to be honest. Just about cooked. So we're here. Car's there, so I'm very happy about. We're gonna have some lunch, sort ourselves out, and head home. So I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you get out and do it yourselves.